Thank you all for clicking and welcome back to the channel. I interviewed 3 different types of homeowners in 2024. They all had to fit a certain criteria in each category, and I asked them 3 questions. So stick around and let's find out what they had to say. So the first category is the settled owner, which means in this particular category, they purchased a house or a property a while ago, more than a decade ago, no outstanding mortgage or any other types of mortgages on their property, and no additional debt, which means that they have no line of credits, no HELOCs, except maybe a car payment, cell phone payment, you know the deal. Now we get to the leveraged homeowners, which is the second category. In order to fit this category, they had to purchase in the last decade, borrowed against their home currently, and have additional debt and an investment. And the third category is the struggling owner, which purchased at the peak of the market, is over leveraged, and has massive loads of credit, line of credit, HELOC, you name it. Okay, so let's get right into the questions and let's find out what they had to say. So the first one is the settled owners. So the first question, how has paying off your mortgage affected your financial stability? So the answer that I got for most of these owners, they said paying off the mortgage has provided significant financial relief, reducing monthly expenses and increasing disposable income. This stability allows for the flexibility and budgeting and savings, contributing to a more comfortable retirement plan. So that was the first question. The second question, what are the ongoing costs of maintaining your home and how have they changed over time? While the mortgage is no longer a concern, other costs like property taxes, insurance, and maintenance have steadily increased over time. Inflation and aging infrastructure required continuous investment in the property, which, while manageable, still impacts overall finances. And the third question that I ask, do you feel your property has appreciated in value? And what impact does that have on your long-term financial planning? So the answers that I got were, the property has appreciated significantly, which is assuring for long-term financial planning. The increase in value boosts net worth and offers options like downsizing or leveraging equity for other investments. But selling the home might also mean higher costs for a new property due to current market conditions. So there you have it. The settled owners answered it this way. So now we get into the middle bracket, which is the leveraged homeowner in 2024. So the first question that I had is, how have additional loans or borrowing against your home affected your financial situation? Borrowing against the home provided short-term financial benefits, but has increased long-term financial strain. The higher monthly payments and extended mortgage terms create ongoing stress, especially with the potential of rising interest rates. So the second question was, are you concerned about upcoming mortgage renewals, especially with potential changes in interest rates? Yes, the prospects of mortgage renewal is worrisome, particularly with interest rates trending upward. A higher interest rates could lead to significantly higher payments, stretching the budget thin and possibly requiring sacrifice in other areas of spending. And the third question that I had for them was, what strategies are you considering to manage your mortgage debt and maintaining your home? Strategies include refinancing if possible, cutting back on non-essential expenses, and potential increased income through side job or investments. Some are also considering selling the property to downsize or move to a more affordable area to alleviate their financial burden. So as you can see, some of these current homeowners that have leveraged their homes and they added more stress are already starting to feel the pressure of new mortgage renewals and all the additional costs that come with it. So now we get to the struggling homeowners, which, I mean, I had to pick a bracket and I use the word struggling, which for the most part, some people are truly struggling. So how are you managing the high mortgage payments and associated costs of home ownership? Managing the high costs is challenging and often requires living paycheck to paycheck. Some are relying on additional income streams, cutting back on spending, or even dipping into savings just to cover the mortgage and related expenses. Second question, do you regret purchasing at the peak of the market, and what alternatives are you exploring, if any? So many said there is some regret, especially with the market cooling off and home values not increasing as expected. Alternatives being explored including refinancing, renting out part of the property, or even selling, although the latter may not recoup the full investment made. And the third question, are you considering renting as a more viable option, or what other strategies are you employing to stay afloat? So many of these current home owners that purchased in the peak answer this way. Renting is being considered by some as a way to reduce monthly expenses and avoid the stress of home ownership. Others are looking into restructuring their finances, seeking better paying jobs, or even taking on roommates to share costs and stay afloat. So it would be great if you could find yourself in three of these brackets, and if you could comment below so we can just compare our notes. But the true picture is that some of these settlers that bought, more than a decade ago, and some of them even paid off their mortgages, are living a pretty good life. And these particular shakes, when it comes to mortgage renewals, inflation, are not impacting them as much. Now, the middle, as you saw, did explore options. They had some equity in their homes, and whether it's greed, whether it's exploring, whether it's being an entrepreneur, whether it's trying to seek more revenue and add to a portfolio, but it started costing them so much in the short term. Now, in the long run, nobody knows what is going to happen, but let's assume that everything will get back to normal and we will see the market stabilize. And now the third category is we have the homeowners in 2024 that have bought in the peak, that gave all their assets just to push the envelope to the maximum, and now they're suffering significantly. I know maybe your neighbor is not walking up to you and telling you their life story, nor they should, but let me tell you, a lot of the people are struggling, and a lot of the people are having the need to have an additional job and just to figure it out if possible. So why I made this particular study is just to find what is going on in the market and how different homeowners react to current market conditions. And as you saw, the third category that's struggling, they could impact the middle category and the first category, because they can take down a lot of that equity with them. So I hope you like this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you heard in this video your scenario, please share and give me your opinion. Thanks for watching, and see you all next time.